A bereaved grandmother says without more investment, the number of fatalities on our roads will continue to rise. 174 people were killed on roads here last year. That's a rise of more than 20% compared to the year before, the highest level for 6 years. Rural areas have the highest rates, with 11 deaths in Argyll and Bute and 12 in Aberdeenshire. But by far, the worst area for road deaths is Highland, with 32. Chris MacLennan has heard from one woman who lost 4 members of her family to a crash on one of the roads there.
Pretty much the worst day of my life, worst night of my life.
Samantha's world changed in February 2020 when she lost her son, his wife and her 2 granddaughters in a crash near Fort William.
My life is turned upside down. My whole family's life's turned upside down, as is Gemma's parents and family. For anybody that's lost somebody, it changes you as a person, as a family. A whole family is totally changed forever.
Sadly, families like Samantha's are not alone. Provisional figures from the UK Department for Transport show that 174 people were killed on Scotland's roads last year. The Highlands had the most deaths, with figures more than doubling. In recent years, the number of deaths on Scotland's roads has mirrored the drop in traffic due to COVID lockdowns. Since the easing of restrictions, the death toll last year rose to its highest level since 2016. Campaigners are now calling for more action to be taken.
We don't want fatalities in the roads. I would love it to see a day where we have no fatalities. We'll never remove human error. That is always going to be a causative factor in these collisions. But we certainly can by putting proper investment into these roads and bringing them up to, current, proper safety standards, stop these head-on collisions.
In a statement, Transport Scotland says any increase in road deaths and injuries is deeply concerning, with investments being delivered with the target of Scotland having the best road safety in the world by 2030, with a long-term ambition of eradicating the nation's roads of serious injury and death by 2050. But for those families already bereaved, more is still needed to avoid others going through the same pain.
It's something that you'll never ever forget, and as a family, we're struggling. We're still struggling.
And that was Samantha Cousins ending that report from Chris MacLennan.